What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer A Day with TK. It's finally started to warm up here in Northwest Ohio, so I made it out to my shed. I bought this house about a year ago. One of the things I really liked about it was I had this outbuilding, this shed out here, and my plan was to turn this into a sort of brewery. It's where I could brew beer, keep all my beer stuff. So I've basically thrown all of my cans, bottles, growlers, and brewing equipment out here. So I figured since it's finally nice enough, might as well do a video out here. I hope to do some more here. I'm going to try to get this fitted with a solar panel so I can actually run this properly. But today we're going to check out Labatt Ice. Normally I do beers like this on a WTF Wednesday, and because I was off a bit this week, I didn't really do a WTF Wednesday. So even though it's not Wednesday, I'm going to do a WTF Wednesday style beer. For those of you that aren't familiar, WTF Wednesday is basically when I do macro beers or I do odd styles or things that I normally wouldn't showcase on the channel. So today I'm going with Labatt Ice. Now I did a Labatt beer previously. I did Labatt Blue. I don't hate Labatt Blue. I don't think it's a great beer by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not, it's not the worst beer in the world. Now, ice beers, I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of, so I don't know how this is going to go down, but I'll give it a shot anyway. It's listed as a freeze-distilled beer on Untapped. Looks like Labatt Brewing is out of Toronto, Ontario, although it does appear they also have a tap room or a brew house in Buffalo, New York, I think. So I went to the site to check out and see what they had on offer, and it was the regular kind of stuff. Labatt Blue, they do the Blue Light, they had an NA version, and they're also making seltzers. I don't think I've seen or tried any of those yet. I'm not a big seltzer dude. But maybe I'll check one out just for the heck of it. While going through the channel, one thing I did see that was pretty cool was that Labatt sponsors pond hockey tournaments. So if you have a hockey team, you can sign up and get in these kind of regional tournaments that are sponsored by Labatt. So that's kind of cool that they're giving something back to the community, let people play hockey at the expense of the Labatt folks. As far as this beer, it's 5.6% ABV. Ratings aren't too good. On Untapped, it was a 251. Beer Advocate, 264. The overall aggregate score was a 64 pour. Now, when I buy something like this or try something like this, I don't know how you go into it. I mean, this was $1.29 for 24 ounces. So essentially 2 beers for $1.29. And it's an ice beer. You know that it's not going to be good per se, right? But this is kind of like, I don't know how you approach it. It's the same as when I see people give horror movies reviews, and they're like, oh, it wasn't great. Of course, what do you think it was going to be, right? It's Lawrence of Arabia, right? We're looking at Saw 4. I mean, it is what it is. And I think this is probably the way I'm going to approach this beer. Do I think this is going to be great? Of course not. Is it going to be serviceable when I drink another? Let's find out. All right, I'm going with the Amstel glass back to back here. Stella got the Amstel glass. Labatt's getting it as well. So $1.29, label right on the part where my mouth is supposed to be, essentially, right up here. I hate that. I wish they'd put it on the front or somewhere else, but what you going to do? Let's see. Color. Not much. Light yellow. Dare I say urine color. Fair amount of carbonation. I can see right through this thing. If I hold it up to the light, I can see the bubbles, and I can see my neighbor's yard straight through it. Head dissipated immediately. Smell. This kind of has that sweet smell that the high ABV kind of beers do, or adjunct lagers have. Just kind of smells sweet. Let's give it a taste. Oh. Yeah, that's not for me. This is terrible. I'll go in and try it again. I feel like Steve in the MRE videos when he says that it's terrible and he's not going to eat anymore, and then he eats some more, right? That's what I'm doing. Body, this is essentially water. There's not much to it whatsoever. Taste is kind of that funky sweetness, that alcohol sweetness, maybe a little bit of grain, not much on the hops notes whatsoever. Maybe light malt and not real boozy alcohol, but like that sweet alcohol taste. Usually when you get the ice beers or higher ABV beers, like the high gravity things, in my mind, one of two things happens. You have that high alcohol burning kind of taste in the back of your throat. You don't get that with this, right? It's smoother, so you don't get that. And again, it's only 5.6, so it's nothing too crazy in the ABV. But you have that nasty sweet taste. Usually I associate it with corn or rice or other adjuncts that go into the beer, and that's what this tastes like to me. this would be a big thumbs down. Labatt Ice, I'm not messing with this. Even for $1.29, you can do better for $1.29 than this. I think I did the Old English last week, was probably about the same price. And you know, all things being equal, I would drink the OE any day compared to this. This is crap. I won't be drinking this again. So Labatt Ice, big thumbs down. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, if you have any comments or questions, jump in down below. If you're a Labatt Ice fan, tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why you think it's a solid beer. Hey, until next time, cheers.